How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Stalker25, and today we're looking at another action figure review of the Hasbro Lightning Collection Power Rangers SPD Green Ranger. This is my first Lightning Collection figure review, so any Power Ranger fans out there that stop by and check out the video, I apologize if I butcher anything. So let's get into the video and let's take a look at our main man of the hour today, or next 10 minutes, the Green Ranger. So this is based on the first Green Ranger that we see in the show, and the main one. I don't know if we ever see, I know we probably see another one on a future iteration of the show, like a time skip. But this is, I believe his name is Bridge. I did try to look it up beforehand to make sure I got it right, to make sure I seen what the suit looked like, so I could give proper, determination of this and, input. So my favorite series, or my second favorite series from Power Rangers, is the SPD series. It was one that I watched growing up, and I don't know a lot about Power Rangers. So getting into this figure, though, he is very nice. I like the Lightning Collection line. It was a line that I was very iffy about jumping into, and I'm glad I did, because I really enjoy the figures, and I'm happy to get 6-inch action figure representation of the SPD line and the Down No Thunder and everything like that in my collection. So let's take a look quickly at the accessories before we get into the figure himself. You do get the thing that the Lightning Collection is known for, and that is the maskless heads that they like to give. And I think from what I looked of the appearance of the actor, since it's been a very long time since I've seen it, that's not bad. The hair is a little weird, like this random little tuft of hair right there coming out. It's a little strange, but I was trying to figure out, there were 3 different pictures that looked really close on this one wiki of the Rangers, or the unmasked head of the actor, and the hair all kind of looked similar in a way. It does kind of at the top, it did kind of poof off that way to the side a little bit, so, and have a wave that way, but I don't know. I think it works pretty well. You do get 2 extra hands. You get a left karate chopping hand and a right gripping claw hand. And then I'm gonna take it out of his hands here. You do get his little SPD let's get it, SPD morpher with the cool paint detail on it. And it's one of the thicker ones too, which is nicer. I think one of the older ones was a thinner one that didn't have any of the detail on it, and I like that one a lot. You do get the little, try and take it off. You get the blaster accessory for his little blaster here, and then you get the weapon itself. That's the handle form. And then you get the 2 different. You get this one, which is the compact form of the blaster, and then you get the extended form here as well. So depending on how you want to do it, both of these look very nice. The paint detail on them is pretty good. I believe this lower bit, from what I've seen in concept art, is supposed to be silver, not black, but it still works. I like it. And then to get a look at the blaster itself, it does have some very nice detail with the with the sculpted SPD up at the top, and the red paint and everything, and the silver is very nice, and I really like it. The sculpt is pretty good. As well as you do get the 2 trigger hands for both, so you could use the blaster in either one. No fisted hands, which is kind of weird, but I'll have to see if any other Rangers come with fist hands, because it's a little strange not getting them. But yeah, so those are all the accessories with the green SPD 3 Ranger, the 3rd one in the group. And yeah, I think overall, it's a good lineup of accessories. You get everything you pretty much need. The only thing I would add to the thing is fist hands, just so you could get them in some actual like punching poses and stuff like that. Cause you can't really punch with the trigger finger. Um, so I have to see, like I said. So let's get into the articulation of this guy really quick. First, really quick thought is I like him. I think he's a great figure. I just opened him up. I've had him for a couple days. I got him the same day as Ironheart, and I really like him so far. So, getting into the articulation with him, the head is on a disc and ball up there, so he can look up that high, and he does get down that far. Not really any pivoting. You get like a slight tilt, but not very much. You really don't get much out of that. The arms are on a butterfly joint. They can hinge up that far and down that far. I wish they got a little bit more like down to the sides, because their arms just kind of like they had a weird like upside down V like Y pose with their arms. You can't like take them straight to the side, which I think that comes to be like a little bit of the side because their like chest is a little bit too puffed out. But you do get the butterfly. It goes back forward this far, back that much. You get a nice butterfly. You get a upper bicep cut, and then you get double jointed elbows, which I'm gonna do it on the black side because the green side seems to be a lot stiffer for some reason. So that is the double jointed elbow. Pretty good. Goes up way past 90. So that is very nice. And then you do get the wrists that do swivel, and they do have a hinge in there, which is nice. So that's the arms. You get for the chest and ab crunch, you do get a kind of stuck. Hold on. So ab crunch that goes far down, that far forward, and then if you take the diaphragm with it, you could get him into that much of a crunching pose, and then to get him to go backwards, he goes that far back, and then the diaphragm can go back a little bit. So diaphragm articulation. Let's get the arms out of here. He can go that far back as well as that far forward, and he does get good side to side, not bad. And let's see, let's look at the legs. And then for the legs, you do get to go, let's see, this far forward, and then you can go not really back at all. I don't think he gets, yeah, he gets like no back. Like that's really as far as you get back, and that's pretty much out to the side. So not far back. Doing the splits, not bad. Can go pretty far to the side. You do get the upper thigh cut, as well as the double jointed knee, which yet again, same side, is very stiff. Cannot kick his own butt. Cannot do it. Then you get the boot cut as well as the ankle pivot. So you can do ankle pivot. And then you do get the foot going back that far and then forward that much as well. Pretty good articulation. The only thing that I don't really care much for the Lightning Collection figures is that they can't get their arms just like that. If they could do that, that would be what I would want, but you have to hold them there and they don't stay. If they could just go one more click that like inwards on either side, it'd be very awesome, but they just can't get that extra one because of they hit up here. So articulation pretty good. Overall, this figure, the sculpt work is pretty good. I like the helmet a lot. I like the paint detail. It's got the white, which I believe is accurate. The only thing that kind of sucks is mine does have a little extra red bleeding out over onto the silver, and it's missing some in there, so that kind of sucks. This side's good though. But the helmet looks nice. The SPD print on the chest is good. The 3 is good, but mine does have some white showing through, speckling through on there. And then there's some random like black bleed off the 3. But the white speckle kind of sucks because like the back is solid. It's, it's pure black, good. And the front just has that speckled, and that's the side you're going to see more. The belt is molded nice. I believe it says SPD on there as well. You got the nice holsters on the side for the accessories. And then the boots are painted and molded pretty well. It looks like the silver isn't down all the way, I don't think. Looks like my silver's riding a little high on that one boot, which unfortunate. And then the wrists have nice little gauntlets as well. So sculpting is very nice. The mine does have some paint issues, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but oh well. Let's get into some size comparisons really quick. So let's look at them next to some other Power Rangers that aren't the SPD ones really quickly. So here he is next to the only other green hero Power Ranger that I own. This is the original Green Ranger Tommy. And then here he is next to, since they crossed over several times, here he is next to Dino Thunder Red. And they line up, they scale up pretty well together. Oh, also, let's do a quick hide check before I forget and have to throw it in like last time. Our Green Ranger bridge does stand right over the 6-inch mark, so right above it. So, solid height. Let's look at them next to the SPD figures. So we've seen them next to the Green Ranger and the Red Dino Thunder. Here he is next to his leader, the Red Ranger, which height seems to match up pretty much exactly. Here he is next to Blue. And then we got the Pink Ranger, who she's a little bit shorter, but I guess that's how they want to make the girls, was shorter. And we got the, I believe it's the Amazon exclusive cycle, the bike one, the Omega Ranger, which he seems to stand just a bit taller. And then we have their fearless commander that's in charge of the SPD squad, the Shadow Ranger. I believe it's Anubis Kruger, I want to say. And he stands just a teeny hair taller because of the top of his ears, like helmet. So, but yeah, let's scoot these guys over just a little bit to get them all in camera together. And let's see. Oh, and Pinky is not standing like usual. And yeah, wow, look at that lineup. Oh, and she fell. The female figures for the SPD line, or for the Lightning Collection line, kind of do tend to fall over a lot. But yeah, look at that lineup. That is awesome. Let me scoot the camera over just a tiny bit. But yeah, that looks great. Like as a full team almost. All we need is yellow, and then I think they had like one Ranger that was around the Omega one that was like a feature one that came back in time. If we could get those, that looks awesome. So we just need 4. Just gotta give us yellow next. Come on, Hasbro and Lightning Collection team, if you guys see this at all, don't skip out on the Yellow Ranger. Make sure we get her. Preferably, if we could get her this year, that'd be awesome, but we probably won't get her until early next year. Just do early next year, if anything. But yeah, so there he is. There's Bridge next to the rest of the SPD line, and I think that looks pretty good. Let's look at him next to a couple other Hasbro lines really quick. So here is next to a Spider-Man Retro from the Marvel Legends, and then a Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex. Thinks the heights work pretty well there as well. Let's move the camera back over. That works pretty well. And let's do another. Do I have any more domestic? Oh, yeah. And then we'll look at them next to the Jazzwares Halo Master Chief, which, I mean, these guys are like college students, teenagers usually, so I think Chief's big. He's a huge dude, especially in the armor. Let me grab one thing. Alright, so let's start looking at the imports. Here he is next to a SH Figuarts Goku, as well as a Figma Samus, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like Power Rangers and Dragon Ball could be an easy crossover. Like that's a kind of cool one. So let's put those guys off to the side. And then let's see. Here he is next to a Mafex Batman, which yeah, that works up pretty well. And lastly, here he is next to a Revoltech All Might, which I feel like Power Rangers could cross over with My Hero as well. That'd be another cool crossover. And then, oh, last one. The Mezco Stealth Iron Man. Always gotta get Iron Man in there as well. So yeah, he scales up pretty well. Height's pretty good, everything like that. If you are a fan of SPD, I do highly recommend this figure. I think he's great. He's nothing really different from the rest of them, so if you like the rest of the SPD line, he will go very well with them. Let's look at the box art really quick in the background. So yeah, I think he fits pretty well. I think if you like the SPD line, go for him, pick him up. He's a great figure. If you don't like SPD, if you don't like the show, and you don't care for the figures at all, then you could probably easy pass on him. Otherwise, if you just like cool armored spandex looking figures and characters, the Power Rangers are an awesome line. That's why I like them. I love the look of their costumes and their outfits, and I like the semi-armored look, and I've always been a fan of that. And even not really watching the shows too much, I just like their appearance, and having them in plastic action figure form is very nice. So I think this is a great figure. I think he's fantastic. If, like I said, if you like it, go for it, go grab it. If not, you could wait for it on a sale. I'm sure it'll drop at some point. But I think the SPD line is a very nice costume design. So, oh, as well, Bridge in the show does eventually become the Blue Ranger and the Red Ranger. Spoiler for a multi-year-old show. So this head also does work on all of these figures. I believe you should be able to. They make them interchangeable, so you should be able to just pop and swap onto all of them. So yeah. This guy is great. I really love him. He fits in with the team so fantastically, and yeah, go out and you pick him up if you haven't already. But other than that, that's gonna be it for me for this video. We did have a 3-video week this week. We had one on Wednesday, which was the Ironheart, and one on Tuesday, which was the Black Series. So this is the first Lightning Collection video, and probably the last one for a while, unless I start reviewing some older stuff. So hopefully you did enjoy it, and whenever I can pick up another Lightning Collection figure, I will, and I'll review it for you guys. So let me know in the comments below if you plan on getting this figure, if you enjoy the Power Ranger line, what would be your next most wanted, Power Ranger figure into the line. Let me know that in the comments below. As well, if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and leave me a like down below. If you did, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe if you are new. It does help out the channel a lot and lets me know that there are people out there that enjoy my kind of reviews and content. So, that's going to be all for me for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.